Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So let us create one more bill here. So after opening the enter bill window, so you will see this one. Once again, click on the bill and then click on the vendor. Select any vendor as you like. Let us say we want to select Ghulam Farouk. Ghulam Farouk is another vendor for us, so we have to select it, right? So when you select that one, address will be selected based on your previous information. Payment terms also will be selected based on your previous information, but even you can change it now, right? Let us say we want to change to this one. Today's date, or the bill date when you receive the bill. If you received today, enter today's date. If you received a few days back, so please select on that date. If you select, for example, let us say you received the bill on the 1st of the May, so please select 1st of the May. That's the case. After that, mention a reference number. Suppose previous one was bill 121 for 120, and now the bill is 121, right? Amount of the bill, let us escape the amount of the bill, or you can mention the amount of the bill. Let us say amount of the bill is equal to 10,000, right? This due date is selected based on the information. Why? Because see, I said I have to pay the bill within how many days? Within 60 days. 60 days simply means 2 months, right? I have to pay the bill within 2 months, right? Why? See this one, how this is selected. Why 30th of the June is selected? Because I purchased the bill, or the bill incurred on the 1st of the May. I have 2 months. Up to the end of the May, 1 month. Up to the end of the June, it is the second month, or 2 months, right? So this information is selected based on that one, right? And of course, the discount date, once again, discount date is based on this one. Purchasing date plus 15 days, it becomes 16th of the May. So it means if I pay up to 16th of the May, I will receive a discount of 5%. After that, select your expenses account. Let us say this time we want to enter a bill because of insurance expenses, right? 10,000. And also, for example, we want to enter a bill because of automobile expenses. Let us say these expenses are equal to amount of 5,000. And let us say, for example, we want to enter a bill because of advertising and promotion as well, right? That's the case. Let us say, for example, we want to enter the bill because of training as well. Let us say advertisement expenses is 4,000 and training expenses is amount of 6,000, right? These are the expenses. If you see here, the total amount of the bill which I have entered previously is amount of 10,000, but I have several expenses. Even in only interest expenses is equal to amount of 10,000. Automobile expenses are amount of 5,000, advertisement expenses are 4,000, and training expenses is amount of 6,000. So this total value does not match with this one. If you find this situation, if this value is different but the total of all these values are different, for the purpose of calculating or for the purpose of correcting this value, so you can click on the recalculation. At the top there is a section by the name of recalculation. When you press on the recalculation, so this value will be equal to the total of this one. In this case, it is okay, it is simple. We can simply calculate 10 plus 5 plus this one, and you can mention the total. If in this bill there are, for example, more than 10, which you cannot see all of them, or if you can say more than 100, on that case, it is difficult for us to count all of them. So simply click on the recalculation, so the total of this one will be recorded under the amount due, right? So recalculation. Even if you change this one, for example, let us say you make it 16,000. It's still now it is different, right? It's still now it is fine, it is 35. But if you remove this one, it may not be removed, right? Now it is fine. Why? Because I have calculated, I have pressed the recalculation. But if you create another account, if it still it does not match, so again you can press on the recalculation, right? Let us say this is office supply expenses. How much office supply expenses? Amount of 4,000. If it is calculated, it is fine. Otherwise, if it is not calculated, you can press on the recalculation. So once you press this one, so after that, QuickBook automatically will calculate the total. And this section is called splitting. Why? Because I have divided the total expenses into 3, 4, or 5 parts, right? So this is called splitting. So I have splitted this amount of 39,000 into or among 5 accounts. But if you think that this splitting is not required, then you can click on the clear split. When I click on the clear split, all these accounts will be removed, right? Let us say, let me click on this one, clear split. So all accounts are removed, right? So let us say this 39,000 is not belong to 5 account. This was only belong to meals and entertainment, right? So again, if you think that it's not fair, so you can click on the clear split. In this way, you can save the account. Click on the save. So there's a change, so please accept.